And Josh, you when you texted me, what was it yesterday? You said that the first thing that you were gonna do when you touched down was give free haircuts. It seems like that's just kind of a part of you. Is that a good way to look at it? Yeah.
Yeah, like everywhere I go and I travel all the time, but traveling the country, I don't go there to ever vacate. I go there so I can provide free haircuts for the less fortunate. So everywhere that I go, I'm always in the hood, because that's where the homeless population is at, is in the hood. So
for sure, respect. And I know everybody here has a little bit of a different story. So we'll kind of go down the line. We got a little bit of Josh. Coco, how did you become Coco.Shinele today? The one that everyone knows and loves.
Like what brought me to barbering?
Sure, yeah.
I have brothers. A lot of them. And so I grew up in a group home. And one of my group home brothers, like my foster brothers, he was cutting everybody's hair in the group home. And he got into some stuff and he got stabbed. So they started giving away his clippers and stuff like that. So I wanted them when I was 14 years old. So I've just been cutting ever since. And I'm not gonna lie, I fucked up everybody in the group home, but it's now, nice and crispy. So.
Wow, first of all, I had no idea. That's an amazing story. I think when I was looking back at your content, you used to call yourself Lilifades. Is that right?
Yeah, because everybody, when you first become, like when you go social media barber,
sure.
You want like fades or clips or anything like that. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm me, myself, and I'm going to stick to my real name.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing.
Stuck to my name. Yeah.
Chanel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lili, how did you become a barber? What's your story?
So becoming a barber was something that I never really wanted to do. I never really thought about doing it. It was just something that I tried and I fell in love with. So I actually went to school because I wanted to do nails, and I went to cosmetology school and I actually hated it. I finished, I got my license, and then this guy reached out to me because he was opening a barbershop and he wanted a female barber to be in there. So I tried it, he taught me, and I fell in love with it.
That's amazing. Marty? What's your story?
My story? All right. So mine started off by just watching a bunch of YouTube. I just wanted to be a YouTuber, and I so happened to have some clippers. I started watching a bunch of 360 Jeezy, Chris Basio. If you know, you know. I started watching a bunch of that, and I got influenced, and it was more becoming a YouTuber to me than becoming a barber. But becoming a barber was the first step. Fell in love with that first step, and then now it just blossomed into this, and it was always trying to get to the next level. And then once you got to that next level, like what's next, and then it just, the consistency is everything. So as you let's just say you have 10 YouTube video ideas, right, or Instagram ideas, right, you reach those and it's like, all right, which ones can I pick out, which ones can I keep creating, what can I elevate? And then after a certain amount of time, just kind of just find your rhythm and make a name for yourself. So barbering really just kind of touched me in a way where I was like, all right, bet. I didn't think I'd fall in love with this. I just wanted to be a YouTuber, but damn, grasped that, took it along, and now,
You speak about it so excitingly, but for those that don't know, Marty has amassed a cross-platform following of over 3 million followers between Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. How does that make you feel?
It's like 500 million, 600 million, I think.
So one thing that I thought was really cool for those of you that weren't here earlier today, first of all, shout out to Tae, because Tae got here super early before any of this was set up. But when Marty walked into the room, Tae was like, "No way, Martyblendz," and he was saying that he had all of his guards. Tae, what is seeing Marty in person kind of mean to you? What did that feeling kind of be?
It was crazy because you were asking everybody how they started cutting, bro. I literally was watching Marty, bro.
Bro, that's crazy,
real,
bro.
real talk, bro.
Damn.
You were one of the people that I originally started watching. Didn't know anything about cutting hair. And I used to get confused on a lot of barber videos, and his was like very simple, like straight to the point, like boom, this how you do it. So, you know, you can read a book on how to of water, like you can. What am I trying to say? Like, you can study water, but that won't teach you how to swim. So what I was learning from his videos, I was trying to implement it into my own little, you know, journey, cutting hair, like messing up my homeboys and stuff like that, my coworkers, and bro, it just took off. Like once I was able to put all my eggs in one basket with it, like quitting my job and, you know, just focusing on straight barbering, graduated college and everything, it just took off, bro. So I really appreciate you for.
I'm proud of you, bro. Everything you've become now is like all you.
Appreciate
I'm not gonna take credit for any of that, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You have a big role in that.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone here.
Yeah, for
Thank you.
That's amazing. Marty, I'm curious, as one of the people on the panel here who has honestly built a brand beyond barbering. I mean, kind of give us a sense, like how important is it for you to build a brand? I mean, you have Martyblendz University, you've got caves, you've got guards, you've got a brand coming up. I'll let you talk about that. But yeah, what does brand building mean to you?
Yeah, so when you're building a brand, it's super important to stay like stuck to the script in a way of like everything. I mean, most important, like every single detail is important. I mean, colorways, fonts, everything you put out there is literally like, all right, let's just say Martin, you'll see something, right? And he'll see something, right? He'll see like a font, part of my script that I had that day or whatever, and then does that match the same thing that he saw whenever he saw me across another platform or whatever? Like that alone has to tailor to whatever you want to funnel it to, if that makes any sense. So like if you guys are watching the content that is funneled to MBU, when you get to MBU, does MBU match the content, right? Or does, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's just the way my mind logically works. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, okay, so whenever you go from MBU to Arte, which is a hair grooming company that I'm building right now, that has a bunch of products like clay, volumizing powder, and all that. How do you go from, like, if you were to go from my MBU to Arte, how do you still kind of get that, like, Martyblendz vibe, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's all the little details, you know, like the cut. Whenever you go into the cut, instantly, are you a barber or are you a client? You know, are you know, all this. So it all kind of makes sense. I guess I'm going in circles here. I have a very bad tendency in going in circles, but at the end of the day, just watch everything you put out there. Don't put anything out there that you don't feel comfortable with if it doesn't match your brand.
Yeah, no, I think all of you can attest to, you all have a kind of approach to your content and, you know, who you present, or how you present yourself to the world. Josh, I'm gonna come back to you. Your content is probably the most different from everybody on the stage. Could you give us a kind of sense of why you decided to take that path in barbering and, you know, how you became who you are today?
So for me, growing up in North Philadelphia, it was extremely rough, just like it's rough everywhere else. But I was a very troubled child growing up. From the age of 12 all the way to 24, I was in and out of jail. From the juvenile detention centers all the way to the adult system. When I came home at the age of 24, I just told myself, let me do something right for the first time. And that was me enrolling into barber school. I enrolled into barber school in Wilmington, Delaware. And I was commuting to barber school. It was a 4-hour commute, 2 hours up, 2 hours back on the train. And my barber instructor, he would take the whole class to shelters. That's how I learned how to cut hair. And me being able to provide a free haircut to someone meant more to me than I actually received money for. When I graduated barber school, I worked at a shop for one day. And it didn't work out for me because I really didn't like the feeling of being paid for something that I was just so passionate about. And obviously, like, we need money, you know, to get by and stuff like that. But for me, it was just different because I know the excitement and the joy and the tears and the hugs and the appreciation that these individuals showed every time I would give them a haircut, you know? So I had this opportunity to fly out to Sacramento, California. That was my first time ever on an airplane. Ever since that, I just noticed that the homeless population didn't just reside in Philadelphia. It was everywhere else. So ever since then, I've just been traveling the country providing free haircuts. So
for those that don't know, was it 2 weeks ago, Josh and Empoweringcuts just received an award forget, I think it was like most impactful or impact award, I think it was at BarberCon. He wasn't there to receive it, but it was just happenstance for us to kind of see that. So congratulations for your award, but the work you're doing is thankless. Coco, I'm gonna come back to you. I think all of us know you as non-serious, funny Coco. Why is that your approach? Is that just who you are? Is that, kind of what you felt like worked for you? Like, give us a sense of, kind of why you took that approach to your content.
Yeah, that's just me. Sorry. Sorry.
Did you? Go ahead.
I just wake up like this every day, go to sleep like this every day, cut hair like this every day. That's just me.
Yeah.
One thing that I really enjoy about your content, and I think for those of us that have had a chance to watch it, is that you've had the opportunity, and Tae, you as well, to work with and collaborate with other content creators. Is that by design, or are they finding you, or you're reaching out? Like, what does that look like in terms of landing those clients as collaborators?
I feel like at first, I think we can speak for, I can speak for each other. At first, it was kind of like I'll reach out to you type of thing, but now that we got our platforms up,
That's true, yeah.
yeah, so like they kind of hit us up now. Like, yo, let's get in the video. I'm trying to do some content, get some promo in, because they see our pages. Like, so yeah, I think that's what it is.
If y'all don't know, Tae and Coco are supposed to be beefing right now.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Hey, Marty, let's switch, bro. Do that.
They're supposed to be beefing right now. No, what was it, like a month ago, I think y'all did a couple videos together. Coco had a lineup. I think that was the second or third time I saw you had a lineup in a video, right?
I couldn't hear you. You said what?
A lineup. I think he gave you a lineup. Yeah.
Second and third time, line up in the show.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fly like this sometimes,
I actually think that was the first video I ever saw of you, is you having the lineup. And I think we were talking, was it like last year? We were trying to identify who we wanted to work with in the future. So we had been talking about you. This is just, this is just bound to happen. But anyway, Lili, I want to come back to you. So I think out of everybody here, same thing, similar to Josh, your story is a little bit different. If I'm not mistaken, you're the shop owner of the group. Could you give us a sense of kind of what that's been like, or kind of your journey to shop ownership?
So I've been cutting hair for 11 years. I worked in barbershops, and for the past 5 or 6 years, I worked in a suite. I got pretty tired of working in a suite, and at one point, I was like, I want to go back to a barbershop. But where I'm from, no offense to anybody, but there was no shop that I wanted to work at. There was just none. So I decided that I wanted to make the shop that I wanted to work at. So that's exactly what I did. I went and I found a place and I opened it, and now my shop's a place where I would want to work at.
Marty, I'm going to come back to you. If I'm not mistaken, completely different kind of approach to barbering than Josh and Coco and Lili and Tae. You don't cut full time in a shop or for clients right now. What does that look like?
So I haven't been cutting for the past 5 years. It was a struggle when I kind of transitioned, because I didn't have that, the resources, I guess, the money coming from barbering and stuff. So I just had to stick to my gut. I wasn't getting paid. In all honesty, I wasn't getting paid for the longest time ever off of YouTube. I was just putting out videos and looking up for the next one. And it never really paid out the way I wanted to, and until brand deals started coming in, and then the emails just got flooded, and it was all kind of just like how long can I do it for until I get to the point where I want it to, hit. And in my opinion, it hit jackpot.
Shout out to that. So, Marty, you mentioned brand deals. I think as content creators, whether you're a barber or not, that's often the goal for a lot of people, is to create an additional kind of income. Was that always a goal for you, to kind of land brand deals and monetize yourself that way?
Yes, it was always the goal to get monetized off of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all that. But I think the main goal was to become a barber influencer. That was the actual main goal. I would have never been proud of even if the money were to be there, that's cool and all that. I would have never been fully proud of myself if I wasn't one of the top fives in a way. You know what I mean? I want to be the top one. Who doesn't, right? But top five. I want to be known in the industry to at least have done something, right? So yeah, I'm still on my journey to that though. I want to end it off with the biggest company that has ever been out there. I don't think level 3 is in here or anything like that, but I want to wipe everybody out the show. And that's the main thing. So I'll end up dropping YouTube, everything like that, and just going full art.
Full product. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I think just based off of the following and the impact that you've amassed, I mean, I think Tae's a perfect example. You walk into rooms and people are like, oh, you know, that's Martyblendz, you know? That's amazing. So shout out to you. But I want to lean in a little bit into the brand deals. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and if I mess up with any of you, let me know. But 2 of you have clipper company deals. Lili.
Yeah, I have Wall.
And I'm with JRL.
Okay, so talk to us, or really talk to your fellow barbers. How do those kind of partnerships kind of, you know, come to the plate? And would you recommend, honestly, having a brand deal with a clipper company?
1000%. Like 1000%. I think honestly being with Wall has truly changed my life for the better. Honestly, like when you need a clipper, it's there, right? When the new releases are there, everything about, like, you know, having new releases and all those little things when it comes to getting new tools and stuff, that'll be there, right? That's like part of it all. The one thing I do suggest is just focusing on the numbers when it comes to the content, right? And then at one given point, you'll see Wall hit you up, right? The next day you'll see Stylecraft, and then next month you'll see JRL, right? And then you get to pick which one's, you know, better for not just coming back to that question that he asked earlier, which one's better for your brand, as well as which one's better for what, you know, where you're trying to head into within the space of barbering, right? Because that's always gonna be a thing, bro. Like, let's just say you get JRL, right? Or who would you want right now? Who would you want to get sponsored by?
I don't want to decide right now.
There's one straight off the bat, right?
My own.
I know that's right.
Okay. All right. Let's just say you got all 3 hitting you up. You kind of, I don't know. I think, to me, like, the new generation is more of like colorful and stuff like that. Right now, at this specific point, it would probably be like Babyliss or JR or whatever. Then you fully believe in that brand, boom. But honestly, I forgot the question. What was the question? Bro, I'm like, I go in circles and circles.
So it was twofold. The first part of the question was, how did that come about? And then the second part of it, would you recommend it? But you talked a little bit about recommend it.
It's the easiest thing, bro. It's like, you do your thing, they'll come at you and they'll offer you certain deals and stuff, and then you get to say yes or no. It's the easiest thing ever, bro. It's everything is through DM.
So consistency is what we're getting down to. So
of course, you can't get there without the consistency.
Got it. Okay. Lili, how about you? How did JRL come about?
I would say networking. Networking is a big thing, and consistency is a big thing. I got signed with JRL networking at a CT Barber Expo. They flew me out, and me and Marty were actually talking about this earlier. So Marty is more of like, well, he's a content creator, and I'm more of like an educator. Honestly, I don't even like creating content. It's just something I have to do. But I'm more of like, I like to stand on stage and speak and teach. And that's what I do with JRL.
No, that's amazing. So I'm curious for Josh, for Coco, for Tae, similar to Marty and Lili, are those goals for you all? I know obviously you all have different kind of missions and you know, purpose. Is brand deals a goal for you as you think about creating content, or do you do it for the love of the game, so to speak? Anybody can answer.
As for me, honestly, I really, not that I don't care for brand deals, but I'm so enrooted in everything that I'm doing in the community that they just matter to me that much. You know, like, yeah, that'll give me extra income and stuff like that. But all of the clipper companies send me free clippers every single month. I was just telling Tae, my basement look like a beauty supply store because they send out that many clippers monthly to my, you know, like, so they show love and they send me free clippers all the time. But as far as brand deals, like, I don't even monetize my content, to be honest, because I never even learned how to monetize my content. And between both platforms, Instagram and TikTok, I probably got like 1.3 million or 1.4 million followers, but I don't even know how to monetize my content, to be honest, you know? So that's just me though, honestly. Like, I don't know, again, you're gonna hear me continue to keep on saying, Like, I'm just so rooted in the work that I do because I love what I do that much, because I'm very passionate about serving other people, you know? So
For sure. And if we're counting, it's 1.3. I checked. So it's 1.3 between Instagram and TikTok. So shout out to you. For sure. Coco, how about you?
That is a lot of money on the table though. I will say that is minimum $100,000 you're talking about with those 1.3 million followers.
bro, we gotta talk after this, bro.
That's why we're all here. That's why we're all here. Go ahead, Coco. What are your thoughts about brand deals?
Brand deals are nice, but I can just agree with him because yes, for example, JRL sent me a real big box with curling irons. I don't know where I was gonna use them, but yeah, it's just nice. But I'm not really.
That's not the reason you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's not the reason I'm doing it.
I got you.
No.
How about you, Tae?
My goal. So I want to grow to the point where I can teach a lot more about the like just from experience basically. I'm starting a course right now actually. It's in the works right now. The video is getting edited, but I just eventually want to be able to add to it so I can teach the youth and just teach anybody that's trying to be a barber honestly to get to that next level of barbering or content creation or whatever the case may be. I also want to, because when you go into barbering, you got to go in with an exit plan or you're going to be behind the chair all your life. So I want to do like owning a salon suite or a couple or a chain of a franchise, whatever. And, you know, just generate generational wealth for real for my kids, grandkids, stuff like that. And just whatever else God got in plan for me. That's what I want to do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I definitely think you'll reach all of your goals. All of you will reach all of your goals. I think, you know, with the work that you're doing, whether it's for the community or for your clients or for your family or for your brand, like you're on the right path, which is part of the reason why you're here. On that note, I want to talk a little bit about something a little more light. All of you have gone viral many times. So I kind of want to go down the line here and ask each of you, do you remember the first time you went viral? How did that make you feel? Did it start anything for you? Did it kind of give you like a month to create content? Go ahead, Coco.
I remember they was shooting dice and smoking a blunt and they was drunk, popping bottles in the barbershop.
Okay.
And I recorded that, did a voiceover.
Okay. Do you remember how many views or likes or comments or anything like that?
Last time I checked, like a half a year ago, I think we was at like 20 million.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, who wants to go next? Anybody can go next.
My video was by accident. Not really, but I seen somebody's TikTok and it was a filter and his eyes were like,
oh, I know what you're talking about.
They were stone crooked. Like,
yeah.
So I was like, bro, how can I make this into a video? Like,
yeah,
it was on some last minute stuff too. Like, one of my friends from high school came, got a cut was almost finished. I was like, matter of fact, bro, let's do a video real quick. Just on some random, you know what I'm saying? And ended up drawing his hairline like this and then making it seem like my eyes was lined over the hairline. Bro, 80 million views, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's funny
crazy.
Too. I've seen it. Yeah. Marty, Josh, Lili, anyone? Go ahead, Marty.
Okay, so on my end, it was intentional but unintentional. All right, so check this out. Before I went viral, I made around 400 YouTube videos, which is a lot of time. It's like 5 fucking years trying to go viral, bro. I didn't have it easy. Obviously, nobody wanted to fucking watch a little white kid do whatever the fuck. Like, you know, there's all this bullshit as entertainment, especially with barbering included. It's like, whatever, right? But then, we were making 10-minute long videos and shorts started coming up, right? Like Instagram started popping off with reels and stuff. It's like, yo, what the hell is going on, right? So I make a reel and it was like the easiest thing for me to do because I was used to 10-minute long content, if not 30-minute freaking Netflix shows over here on YouTube that you have to drop in order for people to stay, you know, constantly coming back. So, all right, let's drop a 30-second short, right? I dropped that short on Instagram and TikTok, instantly 50, 70 million. I'm like, yo, what the hell went on? But yeah, it was kind of, it was just super random, but I did work. I worked a lot to get fucking 70, 50, 20 million, 20, 20. It was just a shit ton of video. We already had an influence before, but it was like in the barber community. It wasn't like out in the masses. That's what I like to call it. But it's like, if you tackle the masses, it's so much of a bigger audience. Obviously, the barber world is probably like 0.1%, not even 0.01 of, you know, the world. So yeah, make content for the audience, and then a lot of the audience, if you influence the audience to become a barber, instant win. So yeah, W. Yeah. It was intentional but not intentional.
Was that the start of your current approach to content? Is that why? Because so for those that don't know, Marty's content is super consistent in terms of the approach, the start, the end, everything kind of is like a playbook a little bit. Is that what started that?
Yeah, so when that took off, obviously you're gonna want to keep redoing whatever worked. But I have found whenever I try something completely brand new, it still pops. But it's because when you know how to build a 10-minute video, 30 seconds is gonna be nothing but easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like y'all are probably gonna see the one I released for the cut, like the first one that I released for the cut. I want to say it's gonna do really good because I have a very good idea, but it's just the idea that matters before anything.
I don't know. Coco set the bar really high. 1 million views off the first clip. I'm looking at you.
No, we'll see.
Looking at you. Nah, we appreciate it. Josh, Lili, do one of you want to go next?
I think the first time that I went viral was around the time when we launched the GoFundMe so we could raise $20,000 so we could convert our RV into a fully furnished mobile barbershop. Our goal was to raise $20,000. We surpassed that. We raised over 120 so we could convert that RV into a mobile barbershop. And I think around that time when that went viral, I understood what networking was because I started befriending a lot of people that worked for the Shade Room. So when I got posted on the Shade Room, I didn't pay to get posted. They posted it because they saw the content that I was posting. And at that time, getting posted on the Shade Room probably was like $4,000 per post. I can't even imagine how much it is now, you know? But yeah, it was me leveraging my relationships with them individuals. So like I became cool with everybody at GoFundMe at that point and just leverage my relationships with them. So I believe it was one of those videos around the time when we were raising money for the mobile barbershop. I don't remember like the amount of views that it had, but we were able to surpass our goal, you know? So
I think it's really amazing how not only did you get the attention for such an impactful, I guess, reason, but it also sounds like it catapulted a lot of what you're doing today. Because to your point, the whole reason that you were posting that was to raise money to then do what? Give back to the community, which is the backbone of what you're doing every day right now in the streets. So that's amazing.
Yeah, and that's why I say all the time, like, raising money for what I'm doing is just always so important. Because again, a lot of people don't know that these individuals that I cut, I pay them and I give them a haircut, you know? So I pay them money and I give them a haircut every single time. But I pay them for their time, you know? Because again, like I always tell them all the time, like, man, I'd rather give you this $40, $50, whatever it is. I'd rather do that for you than you go out here and shoplift, or you go out here and do something that's probably going to cause your freedom, you know? So that's just me, you know?
First of all, can we just give a round of applause for that? He's literally paying people to be his client. Like, that's insane. Coco went. Tae went. Lili, go ahead. Go ahead, Lili. When was the first time you went viral?
First of all, Josh, you're amazing. That's awesome. The first time I went viral, oh my God. It was over a dumb video that we decided to do, and basically it was me taking this dude's client. I didn't know it was gonna go viral, so like the next day after it was posted, like people were sending it to me and people were making memes, and oh my God, it was so embarrassing. But I think it had like 30,000 Yeah, 30 million views. Yeah, and then after that, like I got posted on World Star. It was all just embarrassing. But that was the first time I went viral.
Everybody goes viral for a different reason, but shout out to y'all. I do have one final question. We'll just go straight down the line. Josh, we'll start with you. We'll end with Marty. If you weren't a barber, what would you be doing?
Say that one more time.
If you weren't a barber, what would you be doing? Or what would your life look like?
To be honest with you, I think barbering saved my life because it gave me a different perspective of life. So to be honest, I'll probably be in jail for the rest of my life, or I'll probably be dead. And that's me being honest. Like, I could never really picture myself doing anything else, to be honest. Like, I had 2 jobs in my entire life. Working at a factory, that lasted for 1 day. I did roofing, that lasted for 1 day, you know? So like, that was just never a part, like, I don't know. So to me, it would be them 2 things, like, I'll probably be dead or I'll probably be in jail for the rest of my life. To be honest, that's just me. So barbering definitely changed my whole perspective of life.
Is your calling?
For sure.
For sure. Coco?
Probably something in the industry, film, movie, something like that. Reality TV. Yeah.
I meant to ask you a question. We'll come back to that, but okay. That makes sense. Go ahead, Tay. What would you be doing?
I always had hoop dreams, but I was too short. Hey, we still hooping, bro. We still hooping. Hey, we still hooping. Hey, let me know, bro. But
what position though? What position?
Bro,
I mean, I'm gonna assume point guard, but
guard, man, guard. Hey, man, but
His chair all the way up too. You're not slick. Sorry, Tay.
but I'll probably be my dad offered me a job because he's a vice president at a logistics company. So he was gonna give me a job. I turned it down because I just wanted to do my own thing, make a name for myself, and that's what did it. So
that's amazing. Lili, how about you?
After cosmetology school, I hated it. I went and got my license though, and when that guy reached out to me to work in his barber shop, I kind of had the thought of going back to school to be a nurse. I would like to say I would have been a nurse. I don't know if I would have, but that's what I think I would have done.
Yeah, it's actually funny because I was like in nursing school and then I dropped it for barbering. It's cool. Yeah.
Marty's a nurse.
But honestly, I'd be doing either e-com or just, man, I'd just go full e-com, like e-commerce guys. So, yeah.
So, well, first and foremost, I want to thank each one of you, Marty, Lili, Tay, Coco, and Josh. Thank you so much for joining us here in ATL to welcome you to the team. And if I haven't said it before, you're the faces of the brand. So we obviously love each of you and we appreciate everything that you're doing. And we can't wait to see this partnership flourish. We can't wait to see you all kind of reach new heights. And if there's anything that we can do to help you as a team, we're here. So thank you so much. And that's it.